and Zeri can kind of fill that role that Viego is on the other side in terms of the cleanup. I think in terms of the power of the champions, I think DRX has the edge here.
Really feel the draft, see how it works. We hop into the Rift for game 1. For DRX, who do want to be putting on as much pressure on this bottom lane as possible. Allow Teddy and Pletter to take some control here. See what they can actually get done. As Rascal...
bonus movement speed, but DRX look like they want to actually contest this. Teddy is moving.
Yeah, Pletter is just going to flash forward. There's the Solar Play Equalizer, goes down first blood in an instant. No opportunity to use the ulti for the cannon. Bulldog goes down as well, and DRX come alive.
He obviously is great in team fights.
좋았다. 민호야.
Very nice. That is a
wait, they look like they want to contest, but Bulldog's bot with no TP. Rascal has TP.
Well, Pletter is going to get stunned up first, but there's the Eclipse. Deadly Flourish just kind of ignored here by Pletter. Not too worried about it as Teddy throws the arrow onto the cannon, sidesteps the Glacial Prison, and the Squirrel explodes another time. Equalizer goes down. There's that teleport that you were talking about. And DRX, they will not go quietly into this good night. They are looking like they're winning this game.
Rascal might be...
Well, yeah, maybe not Rascal in this moment. He's going to have to flash away. But still, I'm getting ahead of myself, but let me. Because this is Rascal's first win in 22 games.
It's the Herald coming down. Quandom Freak's going to need to try and deal with this one. Leafus is going to handle it. There was no wave synced with it, so not too much of an issue.
Yeah, he's going to get some damage down as there's the arrow. Sails by Bulldog, just barely missing him. And yeah, there's the teleport coming in. The curtains have been called here as well. Maybe a little bit early as the exhaust comes down, but there goes Rascal. Dudu might be traded, but he's trying to rush his way out. He's not going to be able to do so, and Pletter flashes the wall. Sponge is transformed into a cannon, but that shuriken is just not quite long enough. And now Satab doing a lot of work here. Sponge still looking for more here. Has that Heartbreaker to close the gap, but they're not going to give him an angle. And it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Both top laners now dead, and the battle for position hasn't been really won yet for anyone because Banana Brush Control still there for Quandong Freaks. They have an avenue in, but it looks like that is going to get wiped out. Can the Quandong Freaks actually challenge for this? Because Soul Point, Mountain Soul, this is going to be dangerous. Cuz just walking his way in there. The teleport from Rascal. Dudu doesn't have his. And so it's going to be a 5 versus 4. They're going to guarantee the Dragon, and DRX, they just have the answers today.
Yep, Super 10 mid and Tier 2 bot is such a massive win for DRX compared to just that tier 1 in the top lane.
Oh, Glacial Prison. Oh dear, there's the flash out from Rascal. That was exactly the direction he needed to go to avoid that, but now won't have access to the flash.
I take responsibility for that.
Especially not when he's hanging out with Bulldog here as Rascal. He's in trouble, doesn't have his flash, and he is just dead. That is possibly the product of the actual cast curse there, but still not even able to get rid of this minion wave, so that is going to spell the end of this outer turret as well, and maybe that is going to be Shadow Flame completion for Dudu.
Yeah, so early. I feel like Mountain Soul, when you don't have full build, don't have all your items, such a hard one to deal.
Pletter might be caught out, but he is Leona, so he just probably doesn't care as the Solar Flare going to be straight up avoided. Curtains are going to get called here as Sponge takes a whole bunch of bullets, but Bulldog is going to get exhausted and destroyed, and now it's Andal that gets heartbroken, and Teddy will take him out with an arrow to the knee. That should be in 20 seconds time a soul, and maybe even more here for DRX.
16 with a rapid fire. He is incredibly strong.
Yeah, Rapid Fire and Mountain Soul the DRX have put together for themselves. We've got 5 minutes on an Elder, potentially. Some burger flipping, perhaps. Cuz definitely no stranger to that.
At 25 minutes, when you're already behind.
All right, Arrow is going to find Bulldog. Pletter gets into that backline. Sponge is going to heartbreak over, and no dashing over the wall for you, sir. Andal going to be cut down where he stands as well as Sponge going to put on his best area impression, and over the wall he goes. They're going to be able to take themselves a Baron. And where the heck has this DRX been all season? So much turret damage, it is absurd, as there's another Solar Flare from Pletter looking to try and find his way in or just guarantee the turret. And he is going to be able to do option B very comfortably as Glacial Prison going to connect onto Teddy. He just presses the cleanse button, and now Pletter in that front line once again. The Magnus Storm comes in, but pop goes the Rel, and the exhaust is prepped for the cannon once more. Leaper now having to flash out of there, cuz not with that option, and Bulldog kept at bay by the robot and a Yordle. Leaper taken out as the triple kill comes in for Sponge. And I think DRX are kind of done with game number 1 here. They're wondering whether Quandong Freaks are going to be able to come back for game 2.
I mean, they've just stomped them. 3 kills only for Quantum Freaks, 2 towers and 3 grubs. Nothing really else to say for this. Rascal looking for more.
And he goes golden here, and Rascal, it will pick up his first win in I don't know how long, and well-deserved, measured play. Position in the standings that DRX have been, something that's often banned away from them. Rumble to Rascal is another thing, but of course you do have to let something through these days. There's a lot that can be looked at here moving into game number 2. Quantum Freaks should be able to have the blue side there as well.